If you ride a motorcycle, you crash. If you haven't, you will. In this video, I'm gonna give you the top 5 reasons why. So if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. Welcome back, guys. I'm really sorry about this clickbait style thumbnail that I have made, but I was sure that you're gonna click on it to see what is happening. Anyway, in the intro I said that if you ride a motorcycle, you crash. If you haven't, you will. And now you might say, Pavlin, you're too pessimistic. Well, do you know what is the difference between the pessimist and the optimist? The pessimist just got more information. That I went over the windscreen, and then you can see what is the situation. 2 airbags are open. If you're wondering what is this place and where exactly it is located, I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video if you're patient enough. And now, with the risk to upset many people, I'm gonna say it for the 3rd time already. If you ride a motorcycle, you crash. If you haven't, you will. And in the rest of the video now, I'm gonna tell you the 5 reasons why. So let's finally start. Number 1, wrong motorcycle choice. It might be too big, too tall, or too heavy. If the motorcycle that you're riding does not match with your ergonomics, this will make it difficult to ride in specific situations, and sooner or later this will lead to an accident. I will never buy a motorcycle that will not allow me to have both of my feet flat on the ground. Here many will say, Pavlin, this is not a big deal, I'm a short guy, but I want this adventure or that adventure motorcycle. I'm on my toes, but I'm fine. Of course you will be fine 95% of the time, but sooner or later there will be some moments where you will need to touch the ground. And if in that situation the surface is not even, some potholes or dirt road, the ground will actually disappear and you will drop the bike. If you drop it on slow speed, that's fine. But if you're in some critical situation, this might be very painful and of course might cost you a lot of money. If you have your motorcycle just for weekend fun, you can make some compromises, but if you plan to travel long distances, it is very important to have the right ergonomics, because you never know what kind of road you're going to face. It might be muddy, dirt road, bad road, sand, or they might be all together in the same trip. And it is very important to have the right ergonomics to be able to control it, to touch the ground with flat feet. And not only this, also if you plan many kilometers, to have the right ergonomics to help you make it easy. If you have a bike that is too big for you, you cannot control it, make you tired very fast, or too small, you don't feel good, your knees are bended or something like that, it is very important, very, very important. Number 2, too much power. You will need at least 5 to 6 years to gain the necessary skills to be able to control and squeeze everything from 250cc motorcycle. The advice that everyone gives to buy a bigger motorcycle, because after 1 year the one that you have is going to be not powerful enough, is completely wrong. With this, I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy anything larger than 250cc, no, absolutely not. But you should know the level of your skills, and they need to guide you to the motorcycle that you need. Not the others that will say, it will be not enough after 1 year. Don't listen. Just buy what you need, because there are more than enough examples around you of the local guys that win all the races, even that they don't have enough power with their motorcycles, but they have the proper skills. They know, as I told you, how to squeeze their engines to the maximum and use it properly. I can tell you one story that happened to me in India. I met a guy who was riding 150cc Chinese hero bike, and he was making plans to upgrade it for the next year with 250cc. And I asked him, why don't you change it with something bigger, 400 or maybe 600cc? And he said to me very seriously, because until this moment I was riding only 150cc, and I don't think that I have the skills to ride anything bigger than that. 250 is just about the same, and it will allow me to control it. At the beginning, I was about to tell him that they are about the same, it is better to go for bigger bike, but then I realized how correct this guy was. If you don't feel ready, don't do it. Power is addictive, we all know that. If you have a powerful motorcycle, it will push you to ride it harder and harder and harder. Maybe not in the beginning, but later you will. If you combine this with some riding friends around you and start racing here and there, this is already a recipe for disaster. The problem is that our desire to twist the throttle never match or never go parallel with the skills that we've got, and this might finish very badly. Number 3. Over or underestimating weather and riding conditions. If you're old enough to have a license for a motorcycle, you already learned in your life that you cannot beat the weather. It doesn't matter how hard you're trying, it will always win. To have too much trust on the tires that you use at the moment and the safety systems that you have on your motorcycle, and completely forgetting the simple laws of physics, could lead you to a serious disappointment, huge garage and medical bills. Winter season and snow are for skiing, not for riding a motorcycle, unless you have a really good reason to do it. In the rain, you have to slow down, or the rain will slow you down and expose the weak sides of your riding skills. There are bikes for road and for off-road. The existence of special tires or magic safety systems cannot change this unwritten law. You might be lucky many times, but sooner or later you have to agree with this statement. I hope that is not going to be the hard way. Number 4. Too much confidence. New riders are usually very careful, they ride slowly, obey the rules and almost never risk. With the years, we start to gain some confidence, some experience, and we became special, skilled, untouchable, and a little bit arrogant. And of course, then the problem starts. There is an old phrase saying that we make mistakes because we don't have experience. But the experience comes from the mistakes that we have made. Hold on, Pavlen. You absolutely contradict yourself. You just said that the new riders, they never make mistakes. But if they don't make mistakes, how they gonna got the experience? Because to have an experience, you need mistakes, right? But if you're a new rider and you never make mistakes, you will never get an experience. It is absolutely the opposite, right? I know what I said, and it is very easy to explain to you what exactly I mean. You cannot have enough experience. Every time when you jump on your motorcycle, every time when I jump on my motorcycle, I learn something new. It is like forever school. You cannot have enough experience. So you cannot be an experienced rider that cannot learn anything else. That's why you will always learn from your previous mistakes and gain more and more and more experience until the end of your life. And finally, to confirm my words, I challenge you to make one experiment. It is very simple, costs nothing and absolutely legal. For the next few days, try to ride your motorcycle as you rode it when you were newbie. Obey all the rules, traffic and weather rules, everything. Of course, with the skills and the experience that you have now. I can guarantee that the chances to make an accident will be almost zero. And the last reason, number 5, why we crash is too many problems. To ride a motorcycle, or even worse, to travel with a motorcycle when you have too many problems at home, it is not a good idea at all. Financial, relation, health or any other problems, try to fix it first and then go to ride. When you ride a motorcycle, your head needs to be clear from problems. Just because you do it, you ride motorcycles for many years, does not change the fact that you need concentration right now, on that moment, on that corner, on that traffic light. You shouldn't be in some kind of imaginary battles with your wife, your lawyer or bank manager. Whatever is happening in your life is a result of your past decisions, but what you do now might change your future. That's why I said focus on the moment, focus on the ride. If you cannot, it is better to leave your motorcycle in the garage. If you want to learn more about long motorcycle trips, you can check the rest of the videos on the channel. I've got almost 1000. If you want to learn but you don't have the time, you might consider joining my online course over there. For only 8 hours you'll be able to learn the most important and finally start with your dream adventures. At the moment I have it even on 50% discount. All the details will be in the description down below. Let me now show you what is this place. This is a former army base. It was operating like a real army base for many years. There were 2 big radar stations here and around 50-60 people all the time. There were some buildings there. You can see the stairs going up, and here the old signs are stated: BKP, KPSS. These are the communistic parties of Bulgaria and Russia. And I will show you this road now. See how narrow the roads are now, but they were big because the trucks were able to go through. I would like to show you this bunker here, and there are around 5-6 different bunkers in this area. I'll show you only one. It's a bomb shelter, as they have to have at the beginning. It has this hole, so if a poisoned gas is coming, it usually go down. And this is the actual bunker. It is too tight for me and my helmet at the moment, but anyway, I'm gonna show it to you. Around 12 people can stay here and survive a heavy bomb attacks, made from concrete with metal doors that are not here anymore. An old trough for power trough. This was the dining room, and the beds of the soldiers were on the top of this. Now all ruins. As I said, there are a few more roads here and a few more bunkers, but I'm not going to waste any more time. And this was the entrance. As usual, thank you very much for watching, guys. See you next time.